it's not the audience that you keep glued to you, but it's the listeners that you always keep attracted towards you by telling stories. And learning to tell a story is a talent that you can develop through this manual, advanced manual. Mr. General Evaluator, the Toastmasters most welcome guest, and the storyteller in particular. In this speech, the storyteller developed how the story was related to the speaker herself, personally, because it's a personal story that was developed in this speech. At the beginning, the speaker asked a question from the audience from which the story was developed, and she related that story which happened in a personal life during the school days when she was attending the schools. Characters and the plot that has to be developed in this story, because in this second project of storytelling, you learn the elements of telling a story. And the speaker has developed that skill very well. She developed the story, asking a question from the audience and getting the answers, and from that she developed the story to say that she had an experience during the age when she was attending the school. The story itself was very amusing because it involved creatures like cockroaches, beetles, and the professor who was very, without his knowledge, even the beetles were thrown onto him and he had to live barring humor as well as added impact to the story. But when you are telling the story, when you have characters of this nature, I think you have to add a little bit of drama and also voice modulation, which will add impact and keep the listeners to enjoy the story. When you say, since the creators were involved in the story, the speaker could have developed, I am scared of the cockroaches, but I took it and threw it on the professor, and he had to be worried. So the dramatizing of the story could have added to this project and could have added more impact on this speech. But the speaker was telling the story like speaking to an audience. This is what I felt. So I recommend strongly to add more dramatization and voice modulation in the future stories, because this is the second project of the storytelling where you learn the elements, and once you develop those elements where the creators were involved or the dramatization, voice modulation, I think the storytelling will be more interesting. So with that recommendation, I congratulate the speaker and request her to go to the next story, adding all these elements of storytelling.
Thank you, DJ Muzwi. And our final speaker was Toastmaster Anam, and to evaluate Toastmaster Anam, I'd like to request Toastmaster Rukhaya, who's already come forward. He's coming to the thank you.
General Evaluator, Toastmaster, and my speaker session. My speaker did wonderful speech. She started with the picture is about the Mars. Picture is giving us the motivation. What's the speech she's speaking about? During her speech, she used 5 or 6 sheets. First sheet, it was the picture that the audience thinking about the speech. She's speaking about the tickets, one-way tickets. During her speech, she used in the second sheet the charts. It's using a lot of information and numbers and everything there. As an audience and me, I was confused. She started from the percentage going to the numbers and coming back. It was full of information. My suggestion to my speaker to put the few information in the one sheet and start moving on other sheet. When you are starting to putting the sheets in here, just by your hand follow the people, the percentage and the information and what's going to happen. And you move, try to move, not standing. Your body language was very perfect, eye contact was very perfect, but your hand is not moving through the speech. Going to the topic. The topic is quite research, but it's not well researched. As we know, it's speech project number 7. You have to got the ideas, hold the ideas and hold the 2 points on it and research. You research in one way, research on candidates. You did not research of disagree of these things. For example, the philosophies or scientists, what do they say about it? What's the big problem on it? Or if we are going, what is coming? Because this thing is new for us. In 2028, it will be start, and as you said, in 2018, it's 4% they are going to the Mars. You have to say, the scientists or a speaker has to say, the scientists, what they're saying, and who's agree and who's disagree. Because as we are in the audience, only we hear the candidate what they say and what they will, and what will be happen because there is no oxygen, no food, and the life will be not like a Earth. But as a research topic, I would prefer to research it as, outside the box, not inside the box. So outside the box, what's happening? For example, the Mars, the good things, we have new challenge, we have new opportunities, we have everything, and the bad things is what will be happening to us. For example, cancer is coming because we don't have, I think there is a skins will be changed. Something is a scientific issue, you have to put it. The vocabulary, because we are in the project 7, vocabulary is very important for us. And otherwise, I kindly request you to repeat the project. Thanks you.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters Ruqayya. That brings us to the end of the evaluation session for the evaluators. I would now like to request our timer to once again give us the time taken by all our 3 evaluators.
Thank you, General Evaluator. For Toastmaster General, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Rafiq Ahmed, 3 minutes and 40 seconds. For Toastmaster Ruqayya, that's 4 minutes and 40 and 2 disqualifications. So this is the end of the and so by default, we are not voting.
So since the evaluators, 2 of them have been disqualified, so that allows you not to vote for any of the evaluators. If you've not already voted for the speakers and general topics contestants, I would request you to please vote now.
Everybody voted? Did everybody vote?
Alright. With that being said, if I am this person right now, I'll be really disappointed. Because our grammarian for tonight, Toastmaster Aziz, I'm sure you would agree with me, I did not hear anybody speak the word rhetoric.
I just noticed.
Now this happens, I would not blame Toastmaster Aziz for this, but we tried this, tested in many clubs also. The best way to impose a word is by imposing it physically. When a person is speaking it, you've got to really show it out. Otherwise, it's not going to ring. To be very honest, I saw that board only twice from the start to the end. Once when I walked in, and now I was doing it on you. So with that note, I am sure your job has been trimmed down. I request our luminary to please tell us the usage in English.
Thank you very much, Mr. General Evaluator. The word was not too much difficult, but only Madam Sarkanda is this one.
Wow.
And the class and overall the language was standard and the British, Asian and Middle East style. I didn't find any mistake.
Thank you, Toastmasters, for that brief report of the grammarian. And now let me ask our counselor tonight, our Toastmaster Nasreen, please tell us the usage of arguments.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening once again, everyone. Just run really quickly. Total number of Oz for the whole day is 29 and still counting. Total number of ums is 3. Total number of so is 2. Total number of you know is 2. Total number of likes is 9. And Zayn was used once. And as a crutch was used 7 times. And the total amount is 53 and counting. I can individually tell everyone what they've done. Yes? Alright. James has a total of 4 Oz. Toastmaster Farhanda has 2, 1 so and 1 you know. Toastmaster Anam has nothing. Toastmaster Lahiru has 2. Toastmaster DTM Ahmed Rizvi has 1 here in evaluation, and for table topics he has, sorry, bear with me 1 second, nothing. Toastmaster OK has a total of 6. Toastmaster, guest Mariam has a total of 11. Toastmaster Taraza has 2. I have 3. Toastmaster Rafiq has 9 and counting. Toastmaster Aziz has nothing. Toastmaster Sarah Marie has nothing. Toastmaster Harsha has 10, or had 10. Toastmaster Habib has 5. Pay up, people. Thank you. Except for guests, don't pay, you're free. Over to you.
Thank you very much. I got the Toastmaster Nasreen. A lot of hours and still counting. Let's say a few points I wanted to make as a part of our evaluation is something which really captures my attention. So the last time that I was the General Evaluator, the only memory I had was my daughter sitting here and scribbling on my shirt. And after that, it's now. So the points that I gave during the last General Evaluation session, I think they stand good even now. YARD has been one club, though I am a member of YARD, but I do visit other clubs. I noticed one thing good about YARD is the fact that they start on time, and second thing is that the parliamentary procedures that are being followed. For everything and anything, there is a procedure that is put into place, and in order to make sure that happens, DTM Rizvi always makes it a point to do that. And I think it's a great practice, and practice is what makes it our, let's say, our routine that we have to follow. And parliamentary procedures is one of the most important factors in a Toastmaster meeting which many clubs fail to follow. For example, proposing and seconding a particular motion for anything for that matter, even for a speaker to go forward. I think we deserve a round of applause for that. And believe me when I say this, not many Toastmasters clubs follow that strictly, including when we are overtime. I also see a lot of members proposing in order to extend the meeting by a few minutes. Seconding that, this is I think brilliant to keep that into practice. And a few other points I noticed is that the venue itself is clean and is always conducive for a meeting. But YARD always brings its own cleanliness and let's say its own decorations with it. Today, unfortunately, it did not look like YARD meeting for me. because maybe because Nada was not there or maybe because Najla is not there. So usually if you come to yacht, you see that the venue is completely different from what the venue is when another club does a meeting here. You see a lot of decoration which is in sync with the theme. Unfortunately today it was not there. So I am straight away coming to the conclusion it's because Nada and Najla were not here. I suggest that we should have to follow this because it's become a part of the club. The theme was spring. I had no flowers seen anywhere, even pictures of them. I did not even have our
That wasn't true.
Catherine.
It's a credit.
I'm wearing a dress.
Oh, where is it?
Right there.
Okay, that's true. I noticed just now. But on a serious note, I would have loved to walk into yacht meeting and decoration of flowers. That's what yacht is all about. And we continue to do the good work that we always do. Our websites, our updates, our meeting minutes, everything was done as per procedures and requirements of Toastmasters International. I don't have any suggestions that can improve us because I think we've already reached that stage and surpassed the stage of improvement. We are actually now in the stage where we just perfect things. And all credit goes to our senior Toastmasters team this week. It's been working so hard with the club, and this is deserving, in my opinion, and it should be more louder than any round of applause that we've done till now. Please give him a round. And I cannot end my comments without commending our ever so energetic and out of the box Toastmaster evening, Toastmaster Tarada. Was always out of the box, was always off the cuff, who believes in confidence rather than, let's say, preparations. And I really admire him for that because it's always off the cuff. And I'm sure his Master of Ceremonies role today was also off the cuff. But he made it look so confident, so well rehearsed that many of you may not suspect it. But unfortunately, I know that it was not rehearsed, it was not prepared. So, but I do want to commend him because he took an effort in order to relate each and everyone's introduction with spring, which is not something easy. Because spring is something which you cannot relate with everybody and everybody. It does go well with the female members here, but not with the male members. Rather deserves a round of applause. And he does not deserve